Hi, my name is Nick Rankin, and I'm hoping to join the JeffDESIGN program in 2017. The prospect of joining the Jefferson Design program was one of the deciding factors in why I chose to attend Jefferson. My interest in the program stems from my experience and passion in automotive design, which I explored when restoring and modifying my Volkswagen Beetle, and more recently, my work with 3D printing finger splints. It was the 3D printing specifically that caught my interest in Jefferson Design, but the prospect of learning about design thinking and my conversation with Dr. Koo a year ago that sold me on the Jefferson Design program. In regards to my 3D printing experience, I worked in a clinic in Stockton, California, where we saw a primarily undocumented patient population who, for many reasons, has not received adequate or consistent medical care. Consequently, some of our patients with RA have for years managed only with prednisone, leading to uninhibited joint degradation. Two patients specifically had issues grasping small objects because when they apply pressure to the distal end of their fingers, their PIP joints hyperextended. Along with beginning management of their RA by a rheumatologist, I reasoned if we could restore some of the rigidity to the joint, they would regain some of the function of their hands. I prototyped several designs on my rudimentary 3D printer, but ultimately settled on a modification of a design I found online. Fortunately, there are many great online databases of 3D printed files anyone can download and print at home. What I created is an ABS splint for the PIP joint, holding it at about 20 degrees of flexion. Both patients were immediately able to hold a pen normally again. Due to the extremely low cost of materials, I'm able to print out many braces of varying sizes to accommodate the occasional inflammation the patients suffer from, and extra braces for when they are inevitably broken. Furthermore, I was able to print the braces in a requested pink for a female patient who was greatly concerned about the aesthetics of her hand and braces, increasing the likelihood that she will wear her splints consistently. I see 3D printing as a low-cost, high-speed option for custom splinting. 3D printers are a hugely powerful tool that I believe have the potential to drive down costs and increase availability of medical devices all over the world. Working to design this solution to our patients' everyday problems was a huge relief up against the difficulties of providing comprehensive health care to an uninsured and undocumented patient population. In the JeffDESIGN program, I look forward to working with other students and industry professionals exploring how emerging technologies such as low-cost 3D printing can solve healthcare challenges. In regards to the significance of design in healthcare, I see it hugely undervalued at current. What I see is frequent dissatisfaction with the efficiency healthcare has provided to patients. This is a design problem, or many thousands of design problems. Left unsolved, this translates into massive costs, provider frustration or burnout, and patient frustration leading to non-compliance. Good design in healthcare has the potential to bring down costs and decrease frustration across the board. For this reason, I see healthcare as a landscape ready for design thinking solutions. Hopefully, healthcare delivery can be a well-designed system, one with which you seamlessly interact versus a poorly designed one which you notice and have to think about using. What I have just discussed was big picture, but a nearby example of a poorly designed product many of us students interact with here at Jefferson is right here at Scott Library, the beautiful and useful glass study rooms on the second floor. The door entering the room only opens one way, into the room, yet it has a handle on both sides of the door. A handle is a universal sign that a door needs to be pulled to be opened. So more often than not, I see many students, myself included, walk up to the door, pull the handle, which opens a little, then stops abruptly at its end point. Then you have to correct, change your stance, lean forward, push the door to open the room. If the outside of the door simply had a rectangular pad on it, we would walk up to the door and know this door needs to be pushed to be opened. This would completely avoid the few seconds wasted entering the room, and at least for me, thinking every time I enter the room, how did I make the same mistake of pulling the handle again today? In the JeffDESIGN program, I look forward to learning how to solve the problems we as providers will face in healthcare rather than to deal with what seem to be intractable issues. I see design thinking in healthcare as a vaccine against burnout and frustration. I look forward to working with students and industry professionals alike who share a passion for design thinking and coming up with innovative solutions to everyday problems. Healthcare is the ideal field to apply design thinking. It is the ultimate design challenge, yet still ripe with low-hanging fruit problems where we can make a significant difference in the near term.